a trait. I'm pretty sure Weeks does. Where the fuck is Weeks? Damn, why are you like that? Make sure you guys aren't still at attention. Where is... There she is. What? Oh, of course, the fucking bedding situations. I literally don't have enough beds for them. Hold up. Let's slap a couple of beds in here. Darkest possible hospital that there is. Now you guys should be invested in bringing people in. Yeah, there we go. Nick was nearby. I saw her. There you go. Oh, Snake too. What up, Mark? I didn't realize that they were just mulling around the map. I'm pretty sure... Oh, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it took more than that. Alright, I'm going to need some more fucking beds in here too. Okay. I actually don't want it in that room, but it'll do for the moment. This can go. I don't want them to put them in there. Amia, you're currently in bed with your husband. I'll just do the kind thing and just be like, yeah, nah. Take you to bed and take you to bed. Have I got everybody? You were nearly getting away. Sneaky bastard. Okay. I think, yes, maybe I've got everybody. I'm doing these double saves, by the way, because I know I'll forget later, and I don't want the second last save to be a mile back and have somebody wander off map. Like, when it's something like that, I try to avoid it. Okie dokie. Now, for my animals, I am going to go and head and cull a whole bunch. Not only would I do, slap it into this. This gives me easier perspective. Really not the easiest for you guys to really see, but like I can see like how many ducks and chickens I've got of like a specific gender, and I can cull it that way. Ooh, a wool merchant. I will deal with that in a second. Okay, this is not pregnant alpaca. Wait till that one pops. It must have been a male, but I do not currently want alpacas. They're very small carrying wise, and they only do like a certain amount of fur. So I don't really need them. And cows and muffaloes. Muffaloes can stay. I want them over winter. Yaks can stay. The horses do need to be culled a bit. Let's see how many I've got here. Quite a few. Take some of the 2-year-olds out. The 1-year-old. I have a 10-year-old yak. She can go. I don't want to completely kill off my population of horses. I do just want to take it down a notch, though. The turkeys and stuff should be fine. Theoretically, there should be enough food-wise stuff in the area. I only have like a couple of males of anything anyway. There's the alpaca. Cool. Alright, well that's going to get rid of a good population of my horses. Muffaloes should be fine. I do have a lot. But I don't mind keeping them over winter. The horses are like really great for traveling and stuff super fast. The only problem is that they don't do a lot else. And they take up a lot to keep trained. I'm pretty sure Corpsey is the key social, yeah. You can come and trade with them. They're war merchants, so maybe they'll have some like interest in some of the crappier guns and stuff I've got in here. Almost full. Ooh, I got one. Rego. Ooh, what is your bio? Night owl. Okay, I actually need to remember this. Because last time, the poor bastard that was a night owl, I accidentally allocated wrong. No drugs. Schedule. You want to be sleeping here. Recreation. And... there we go. Work. Let's see. I should be getting a couple of these people come through. 7. That's actually pretty good. I'm pretty sure you were like a cook and like smithing and shit. Ooh, actually. 10, 10, 10. Alright. So cooking's kind of like a second priority. Mining can be third. Mining compared to that. 4. No, you could be 4. And yeah, if you're not currently doing stuff like that, you're gonna want to be doing that or that. So that'll be fine. I don't think that they'll get to a point where they can freely like fuck around cleaning, but I mean, if we ever do run out of food. Alright. I've never had so many... Honestly, I don't think I've actually ever had so many prisoners at once. It's weird because I really only made these prisons to house about 16 people at most. And I think I've been capping that all night. Let's see. Cougar. I do have a Thrombocalf I can trade. Monkey! Oh my god, I missed you so much, Monkey. I've, like, not seen you for ages. Kill the prisoners, make them human skin. No, that's how Grin plays. I don't kill the prisoners. Oh, I've been missing you so much, Monkey. Yeah, I changed my stream times around a little bit. So this is now my Tuesday stream time. Is my 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. and it's almost 2 a.m. now. And Wednesday night I'm streaming 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. Was that probably off schedule, whole other side of the world and all? Yeah, well, I'm not sure times-wise for everybody, but I'm doing 10 until 2 a.m. today, 8 until 11 tomorrow. Thursdays are 11 a.m. until it was 2 p.m. Well, not 2 p.m. It's something like that. And Fridays is my usual time, 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. But I haven't streamed like, and I won't be streaming again this Friday for like the third Friday in a row. But yeah, no, I've had like all sorts of stuff happening in my games. I haven't even got to tell you about any of it. Oh yeah, on Friday I go to this this melanoma clinic, and I'll literally have them like pick over my skin and through my scalp and stuff like that, like a monkey. So I was hoping that you'd like come on tonight or in the next few days so I could like tell you that, because I thought you might potentially enjoy the humor in the aspect. But yeah, so my times are like all over the place, and it's good in a sense because now I guess people have more of a potential opportunity someday of like maybe being able to like catch a stream. Plus, I'm usually awake at this time. Like, I'm not streaming usually at this time, but I am awake. Usually relax on the couch on a Friday. See, usually on a Friday, what happens is I've been sleeping in, but usually I'm supposed to be streaming. And then in the afternoon, I do all this editing stuff. And then I kind of like just play Warzone extremely like heavily into the night. And yeah, it takes me hours to wind down from that. But yeah, at the moment, because like I'm normally awake at this time. No, well, that's the thing is I guess you kind of missed all that sort of stuff, is I ended up speaking to the hospital about it, and I was really shitty with them about the fact that it was making me basically comatose, the medicine they put me on. So I ended up requesting to be taken off it. And yeah, it ended up being that, let's see, so they were going to have me do all these tests and stuff like that, and then I was going to end up on this new medication. And instead of that, I ended up unwell, and they reassessed me and decided that maybe it wasn't the best thing to put me on that medication. So I got taken off it, and I'm supposed to like continue on as I am more or less normally. However, I still figured, since I made the appointment to see a melanoma specialist, and I haven't gone for like 9 years, and I come from a family genetically disposed for melanoma, I might as well just keep my appointment and go. And so that's what I'm doing. So yeah, the next Thursday and Friday, I've got like my cousin staying over, and she's gonna go with me and stuff like that, just in case anything gets cut off, whatever. That's the worst thing, is like if they actually find something and I get a call back, then I have to go back in, and then they cut deeper, and I have to sit there with basically a covered open wound until they can confirm that it's got it all, or otherwise they cut more. If they get it all, they do stitches and stuff. So I'm hoping nothing gets cut out, but I am preparing for the worst by taking a relative who can potentially drive me home safely. So yeah. But yeah, I figured all this was happening, so yeah, lots of stuff. What was it? Guess and check and end of day. Wishing you the best. Oh, thank you. It's probably not going to be fun. Honestly, the whole going there and having somebody like literally pawn over like every space of your body is very invasive, very uncomfortable in many ways. But at the same time, I know if I don't do it, it has been 9 years. Like all of my moles have been pretty good. Generally speaking, I have had, to my knowledge, good moles. And the rest of my family does not. Like, all of the rest of my family does not. So it's really just a waiting game. Like, the cousin that's going with me, she's had 2 before 40, and I'm now 35. So, you know, there's a chance that I could potentially have one in the next 5 years, between now and 5 years from now. I also just brought in all these prisoners, which I now need to figure out where the fuck everybody went to and allocate them to be reduced resistance. Because I had all these people milling around and I didn't notice that they didn't have beds. Oh, he's at 1.8, sorry. But yeah, generally, I guess the thing with like the melanoma thing is they're supposed to take like a radius around the mole if they take one out and basically like hope that they've got it all. And if it's at the edge, they're supposed to take another cut and go again. That's how it works. I'm going to slap another one of these beds in here because honestly, he's nearly out of this room. So he might get out of this room now. Weeks is at it. Come on, Weeks. So he just fucks off to sleep. Jesus Christ. At least she started cleaning. Yeah, it's a pretty gross concept of like how they do it and stuff like that, because like they barely numb the area. Like literally the last couple of times I ever had biopsies cut, they barely numb the area and go like scrape. And I'm like, yeah, I can still feel that. And they're like, oh, well, it's not going to hurt for much longer. And I'm like, you could have just waited like an extra minute. And then I wouldn't have felt it at all. But anyway. Oh, yeah. So you probably haven't seen my base for ages too. So I just like sold off a whole fuck ton of animals. But I have like all these little crop boxes now. Give me a sec. Family history of colon cancer. Oh yeah. Oh, Snuffle had a heart attack. See, the colonoscopies and stuff like that, I totally get that. I hope somebody takes Snuffle to a thing. Because I've got Crohn's disease, so I have to get my whole digestive tract scanned from top and bottom end. I think they said probably going to be every 5 to 10 years. So yeah, every so often I have to do that. My population here is quite stabilized, thank you. This is not like the old map. These people are mostly okay. The only problem is I've got too many prisoners in the space that I've got them in. But I'm glad I made such big areas for them. So yeah, should just give you a quick rundown. So I made like a whole bunch of winterproof kind of growing zones, which, by the way, it should be getting colder soon. So I'll just flick on all these. And I just got another new recruit. Hold up. Got that one, but not this one. Should be able to reach here. No, I thought I'd get it all, but there's up here. There you go. Yeah, so I've got 2 pens now. So I've got this pen for like my hauling animals, which, by the way, where is that little cross thing that they hitch to? This thing. We have plenty of food for once, for the love of God. Unbelievable, I know. We're growing on electricity and stuff like that because my batteries are only just starting to fill up. These ones are still suffering. I will deal with that in a moment. Because what's happening is these little solar lights are killing all the power, as well as I now have turrets. If I zoom out enough, you can kind of get a gist of like, I have it all over the map. Yeah, it's all around the border of the map. I've got turrets. I've got a bit of an animal hospital for just like, you know, chickens and farm animals and all sorts of stuff. I've got storage for them to eat, egg boxes, good egg production going. I've got, you saw the 2 prisons. I've got all these bedrooms, like holy fuck, all these blue areas of bedrooms. They're all double bedrooms. Each one's 2 in the double beds. It is, but it's not as complicated as Dwarf Fortress was, for God's sake. That was so hard to play. This is kind of semi-easy. I know how to deal with a large colony, so dealing with a small one and growing slowly and growing up can be a bit of a thing. I'll deal with him in a minute. But yeah, we've got a nice clean rec room going, which I have more TVs than that. Bedrooms, pet beds, like duchesses and all sorts of stuff. A proper medical wing. Nice, like, even for the animals is outside. Why are you down? Oh, you got food poisoning. That's fine. Let's see what else we got. I've still got to fix up my storage. I've still got to divide this in half and put like fridgeables in one and non-fridgeables in another. So when I actually have more food, it's got room for it. But I don't look like I've got much, but I've got like a fair bit. I think I'm starting to question if they're even putting food in here. I think they are, but just not much. Because they're harvesting it and they're putting like fuck bugger all down here for cooking. That's all right. My people are literally that close to up here for ingredients. They'll go for it if they need it. I'm still working on clearing out this space. I've still got like the dining tables and the research labs and some other crap, but I haven't moved it out yet. Let's deal with this. Let's see. It's having a berserk attack because ugly environment. Are you a prisoner? You've only got 1 person in your room. That could be a problem. Let me save that. I don't know if there's another. I think that was his bed. If this person stays down, he won't attack him, I believe. He's currently healing, so I'll see how that goes. Oh, you are going to attack him. All right. Hold up. I don't want you to attack him. I'll need to recruit people. It's almost time for me to save and pack up too. By the way, I'll have to find somebody to raid. I've learnt to raid people, by the way. I've only done it once so far. There was a couple of people right here. If I could just get you guys in here, just take him out best you can. Just distract him. And while we're doing that, what are you? Paramaniac, jealous. You are. Who are you? You're also a daytime person, and you're also a daytime person. These 3 are daytime. I'm just going to slap up their stats now. It's going to be easy to find them on the other page because they're going to be all sorts of different areas. Let's see. Schedules, you're all daytimers. So the thing is, when you get a person 1 at a time, it's not that bad to work this stuff out. Like, sometimes I've had like 7 or so people recruit at once in a big amount of people. And it makes it very difficult because like here, I've got to find them back here. In the order that I took them out and captured them is the order that they'll appear in here. If I've got a heap of prisoners and stuff like that. So that's kind of the only hard part about this game that I find. Let's see, cooking. Yeah, you can do some growing. Maybe set that as 2. Mining's not bad. I normally have a principle about like what they will do based on their number, but sometimes they're so low, I can't do much else. Remove that since you don't want to do it. Growing, hunting. I think that's growing and planting. So I'm going to have somebody that's basically dedicated growing and planter, which is fantastic. And if they have the chance, they'll do doctoring. Let's see, Mo, what is your stats? 5, 5, 8 for hunting, 14 for growing. We got a couple of growers actually. Banish the undesirables. What, like people that have like fuck bugger all skills and stuff. I don't know. I keep them anyway. Because what I end up doing is I kind of like just stack their skills. And like I can also give them skill trainers and stuff. So there was a couple of people in there. If I click back, like you have 3s, but this person has fuck bugger all. This person's even less. Look, they can do like all of a couple of things, but they'll do cooking. This person will exclusively cook if ingredients are available and if the stuff's available. And if cooking's not available, they'll exclusively do research. They cannot do any cleaning or hauling and stuff like that. So they're still useful to me. It's pretty good. Let's see. I don't know why you're still in attack mode. Oh, that's right. I was dealing with this person. Hold up. Let's get you back in here. And I'll quickly save it. Save so I don't lose what I'm doing. Do they get better at doing single tasks all the time? Yeah, they do. So when they do something, they get experience. Not a lot, but it does add up. And eventually that will increase. I'm hoping to get in here before she kills her. Yeah, so like for instance, fighting right now might get more melee. 2 of them are fighting her at once. 3 is about to. I'm hoping not to kill her. Yes, okay, so she went down and this person's okay. That's all right. Can you take her back to bed, please? Yeah, take her back to that bed. They'll do better. Really, into a room with 3. All right, whatever. So even like doing medical stuff, like for instance, if they don't do something for a while, their levels decrease. If they do a lot of one thing versus another, like shooting may go up, melee might go down, or vice versa. Like you can force them to increase their stats and stuff. It's just that it's not necessarily always the benefit kind of thing. So I should leave her there. She should be fine. Ginseng's trading. Let's see, who else do we got here? Everybody should be mostly fine. I think you could almost be recruited. You definitely should be. You should be. You're not ready yet. You're not. You sort of are. I'm trying my best to get these people out of here. Like, all this space is available, but they want to shove 8 people over there. Like, literally, there's already 3 people in here. If I made these 3 potentially medical beds, they may move the others, or they might not. I don't know. Okay. I'll double save that. I really should stop. Like, I'm so keen to keep playing because, like, this is my time of night where I like to play. And, like, I also haven't had, like, a chance to really, like, get to say hello to your monkeys, so it's nice, you know? My only problem is that they may keep putting stuff up there and I really need them to take food into here. This is probably why I've had so much food resources. What I might do is I'll expel, like, where is raw food, vegetarian? I'll exclude fungus. Masterwork, radio. Fungus and, like, corn seems like it's gonna just go there, but berries and shit can probably go down there, that's fine. I'll probably just exclude fungus because I'm pretty sure I've got it in both. And if they can take it back to kitchen, that'd be really great. There we go. I don't mind kibble and stuff being stored out here. The animals will eat it. It normally has meat in it, so the meat eater animals will come out and eat it. I'm just a little perplexed why they're not just putting it in here. I think it's a proximity issue. So I'm pretty sure they can do everything else. Yeah. Oh yeah, research. I've got to pick something. So I just did packaged survival meals. I guess I should probably do sterile materials. Be a long time before I can really get a lot of, like, good flooring down. Put it on the floor next to the little pants people. Next to the pants. What? See, the problem is they're in here cooking. Also, these have all been made. They're cooking here and they're taking stuff up here and or grabbing ingredients from there. So it's really frustrating. But I can make packaged survival meals now. So I'm going to do that until... Oh, shit, that's a lot. Look, I can probably keep that at the moment. Yeah, until you have... I would say probably keep that at about 18. See if I can keep it there. Also make pemmican. Do it until you've got... Let's say... Let's try and make it up to about 1,000. I like to only have like a couple of things per station. Because if I have too many options on it, they won't necessarily cook all the way down that list. Go. Make this one another pemmican. Let's make you to 100. I've already got over that actually, so hold up. We'll have to make that 1,000. Let's see you. I don't want that to be that again. I know I have most of these on everything else, but I really don't want them wasting stuff on lavish meals. I'm fine with like cook a carnivore meal or something like that, or cook a simple meal. And maybe cook fine meals and a vegetarian carnivore meal on this, sorry. Do these. Don't have that many of those, so let's see if we can slap up to about 100. Because there are times where I have no meat or no vegetables in the vicinity. Also, I'm pretty sure that just allowed... Shouldn't have human meat, and I shouldn't have... Where's eggs? It doesn't include eggs. Okay. Alright, and let's see. Probably do a couple of lavish meals and simple meals on this one. It should be fine. Have a few. Yeah, do it until you've got, say, 100. If you can even make that many of that. I don't honestly think we have that kind of resources, but sure. They'll do. They'll give them some stuff. All these, I believe, have butcher creature. Some of them have make kibble. They actually have a substantial amount of kibble for some fucking reason. One of these must have 1,000 on it. I don't see it, but anyway. Okay. So I think I've got... I'm not making those yet. Electricity's fine. I picked a research product. I've made the things do packaged survival meals. I have enough electricity coming off this side at the moment. I do not have enough coming off this end or that side. Okay. So I had a heap, absolute heap of these things. So I'm just going to have to see if I can shove more of these around the place. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it is getting a little bit of power. It's just not quite enough, and I need these rolling blackouts to stop. I could probably honestly fit more up here than I can here. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to... Well, I can also put it here. I just need to see, where is the mountain range? Terrain affordance, roofs. All right. Well, I can put a couple here where it's not going to really matter. I just have to throw a couple of things up to it is all. Probably there is fine. And there, because I can't grow on this. So I might as well be using it. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to need to slap a power cable all the way up through here, unfortunately. Not exactly the cleanest looking build I've done. Let's see. I don't want to take it through there because what's basically going to happen is if I ever have somebody take out, say, one of these that won't connect. Let's take it up to here. Same with this, actually. If anybody takes out one of these, they won't necessarily connect. But I will do my best to bring it back around. There we go. That should connect them all, hopefully. That was like, what, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'll see if I can slap down any more power over here because I really only put down 4. And I do believe I can, like, sneak them in here, realistically, if I wanted to. Maybe I could slap one here. Yeah. 2. Oh. Now I have to move that one up. Or I can't fit it there. That sucks. Oh. That's 2 extra. That's 6. The other one's 6, or was it 8? Pretty sure it was 8. Oh, I can't see that many. Yeah, it was 8. Alright. Well, I guess I can slap them here. Do fine. These power conduit areas are not in any way symmetrical, but at least they do their power gridding pretty well. Alright, let's turn that off. That should be it. Yeah. I can only trust that this is less complicated. Oh, it is. Dwarf Fortress looks a lot easier in many senses, but it's incredibly difficult and it moves so quickly that you're constantly playing in pause mode, which is very hard when you need something to happen, but it's got to happen in a blink of an eye as soon as you unpause. Whereas this is pretty easy. Also, I keep seeing this like these fawns, and I keep thinking that they're orange horses and wanting to cull them. But how is this going? Pretty good. I don't think it's counting that. But all I know is when it comes around to winter, these rooms with food in it are going to be important. How am I going for steel? Good. I have plenty of steel to take on those few buildings that I just made. And with that, I will allow that air conditioner and that air conditioner to be made next time. Save that. I keep saving over these, but if I don't, I'll just fucking forget. I'll do the final save, and then I'll have a